I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best power forwards right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. I think power forward is easily the most stacked position in the game right now, so let me know in the comment section down below some of your guys' favorite power forwards in the game, and let me know what you guys would change about my top 10. But coming in at the number 10 spot is a really good power forward, and that is going to be Pink Diamond Dino Raja. Like, that is crazy that he's at number 10, and he is such a good power forward. He has a 6'11", or he's 6'11" with a 7'11" wingspan. That's probably the best thing about this Dino card is his wingspan. Plays really good defense with a 90 block and a 90 interior defense. He's also got Hall of Fame anchor, post lockdown, rebound chaser, and probably the most underrated thing about this card is actually going to be his dribble sigs. He's got the Steve Francis size up, he's got the Kobe escape, Dame behind the back. Like, he's got some of the best sigs in the game, and also the front clutches and some of the best dunk packages as well. So just all around, I think he's the 10th best power forward, which is crazy because, like, at number 9 I gotta go with the dark matter Chris Bosh. I'm not sure if he's a better power forward or if he's better at center, but I feel like he's got to be better than a guy like Dino. He's 6'11" with a 7'3" wingspan. He's going to be really good in the pick and pop with a 92 3-pointer, 95 mid-range, and tons of good Hall of Fame shooting badges like Agent 3, Amped, Blinders, Catch and Shoot, Claymore, Corner Specialist, Deadeye, Green Machine Guard Up, and Limitless Range as well. So I mean, this card can really shoot the lights out, has a very solid jump shot, and they even gave him some solid dribble sigs for a Chris Bosh card. So I do think at the power forward position, he's probably a little bit better than Dino. I mean, defensively, they're about the same. Chris Bosh does have more Hall of Fame defensive badges, and then offensively, I would say Chris Bosh is slightly better, but that's honestly a toss-up of who you guys think is better at the power forward position. But coming in at my number 8 spot, one of the more underrated power forwards in the game, at least from what I've seen in game and what I've heard about. I haven't exactly used this card yet, but what I've heard is he is such an underrated power forward and center. He's 7 foot with a 7'4" wingspan, and that is going to be the dark matter Greg Oden. He is a really good defender, 98 block, 97 interior defense with a 90 steal and 89 perimeter. Like, he just does everything on the court at such a high level. He's also got a 95 driving dunk, 98 standing dunk, super duper athletic card, like 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 95 vertical, 97 strength. Is crazy on your power forward. Tons of Hall of Fame defensive badges. Jump shot wise, I'm not sure if it's the best release. I've heard that it's not like a terrible jump shot in game, and then he also does have some amazing dribble sigs. So having Greg Oden at number 8 is crazy because he is such a good power forward. And then same thing with number 7, we have another dark matter, which is going to be Moses Malone. He's a center power forward, 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan. I haven't used either of these cards, so the way that I kind of looked at it between Moses and Greg Oden is they're about the same on the defensive end. I mean, they're very similar stats and badges wise. Maybe Greg Oden's, slightly better on defense, but I would just assume Moses Malone does have the better jump shot, being on very quick timing, and I know for sure the Karl Malone base is really good and a lot better than Dwight Howard. But if you wanted to put, Greg Oden over Moses, I think that's a fair debate to be made. But in my opinion, I think Moses is the 7th best power forward. And then coming in at the number 6 spot, I still feel like you got to give it to dark matter Giannis, even though I know a lot of people would probably put even Chris Bosh, Greg Oden, and maybe even Moses Malone over a guy like Giannis. In my opinion, I still think Giannis is one of the more underrated cards in the game, just because he plays so well actually in the game. Like, on paper, he looks to be a really good card, but you might say his jump shot isn't the best, or whatever you want to say about Giannis, but he just plays so above his stats and badges in game, like way better than he might look on paper, just because of his animations and just all around how the card actually plays in game is a lot better than you might see, animations wise or stats and badges wise. Like, he's still Giannis, gets some of the best defensive animations, and is still unstoppable at going to the basket. But at my number 5 spot is going to be the dark matter Anthony Davis. Like, we've had how many dark matters so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5 dark matters. I mean, that means 5 out of these 6 first power forwards on this list are all dark matters, except for the Pink Diamond Dino. So Anthony Davis on my number 5 spot, though. I think he's a really good defender and just all around plays way above his stats and badges. I know, like, on paper, Greg Oden might look better and Moses Malone might look better than Anthony Davis, but just like Giannis, for whatever reason in game, AD just plays way above than what he looks like on paper. He's got some good dribble sigs. His dunk packages are really nice. I wish he had a faster jump shot. That is probably the biggest flaw I will say about Anthony Davis, but just all around, I think he's a really good defender, good at going to the basket, and he's another dark matter card, 30 Hall of Fame badges, and obviously really good stats. But at my number 4 spot, I do think Kevin Garnett is still the 4th best power forward in the game. I think he's slightly better than Anthony Davis. He's 6'11" with a 7'2" wingspan. I think him and AD is a very close debate. I will say they're about the same on the defensive end. KG's got a 97 block, 95 interior defense, 90 steal, 90 perimeter, and tons of good Hall of Fame defensive badges like Anchor, Box Out Beast, Brick Wall, Clamps, Interceptor, Post Lockdown, Rebound Chaser. He also has Hall of Fame Clamp Breaker and Quick First Step, which is really good. But the main difference is when you go to the animation screen, because he does have a way better jump shot with the LaMelo Ball base, and he's got way better dribble sigs with like the Fox size up, Kobe escape. He's got even the Kawhi Leonard defensive stance, the motion style. So he's going to be a really good defender, especially on the perimeter. I think all around is the 4th best power forward. But coming in, I'm at number 3 spot. This is where we get to some of the most elite cards in the game, and I think these top 3 are pretty obvious. Like, I don't think many people would disagree with my top 3, at least the actual cards that are in this top, 3 power forwards in the game. Maybe order them and rank them a little bit differently, but I think this is pretty obvious of who the top 3 power forwards is. In my opinion, I think Kristaps is going to be at the number 3 spot though. He's a center power forward, 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. I do think he's actually better at center, just the way the card plays in game. I just think he's probably a little bit better actually at the center position. He's got a good jump shot though. His sigs, I want to be a little, I would want to be a little bit better for your power forward. He can't really move that well, and even like laterally in speed and like vertical, I think he's probably better at center to match up against like the Yao Mings and just those other centers in the game. But Kristaps obviously going to be a super cheesy power forward, being 7'3", and then on my number 2 spot is going to be the Dark Matter D-Rob. Still such an underrated card in the game. I think he's super valuable at the power forward or center position. He's 7'1" with a 7'5" wingspan. All around just amazing dark matter card. 98 block, 98 interior defense, also having an 88 steal and a 90 perimeter. Just like such a good defender. Pretty much every single Hall of Fame defensive badge in the game except for Pick Dodger. He can actually move a little bit as well with the Garland size up, which is super good. He's got the Kobe escape, Dame behind the back, so they gave this card some really good sigs, and he does have a good jump shot with the D-Rob base and the D-Rob upper on quick timing. But I think number 1, at least in my opinion, I think he is the best power forward in the game, and it's going to be the Dark Matter Cream lock-in card. I just think he's so dominant at the power forward position. He's 7'2" with a 7'5" wingspan. But the one thing you guys can't see on paper on 2KDB is actually this card's player model, because in game, if you guys have played against him or used him like I have, like if you want to go check out my gameplay, his player model is absolutely ridiculous in game. He grabs every single rebound. Obviously his stats and badges are damn near perfect. He's got a 98 block, 96 interior defense, 94 steal, 93 perimeter. Basically like D-Rob, every single Hall of Fame defensive badge in the game. I think the way I kind of compare him to D-Rob is that he's slightly better on the defensive end, and then offensively, just because of his rebounding ability, his jump shot's on very quick, he's got good dribble sigs. I think he's slightly better on offense as well compared to a guy like D-Rob. He's also got super good athleticism stats with a 92 speed, 91 acceleration, with a 95 vertical and a 97 strength. I do think it's a close debate between Cream and D-Rob. I think Kristaps is definitely my number 3 guy for the power forward position, but for the top 2 guys, I think D-Rob and Cream are very close. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my top 5 power forward, or top 10 power forward list I should say, and let me know some of your guys' favorite power forwards in the game, and would you guys put Cream at 1, or would you guys go D-Rob or the Dark Matter Kristaps? But hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.